kids, you like that rock and roll?
Don't worry, don't be afraid, ever. This is just a ride.
On the program this evening,
Four Brothers Podcast.
Welcome to Four Brors Podcast. Pleasure, boys. Devonish. We're a week late with all that shit,
It's
but
old news.
it is
Back
old
to
news.
Indiana land.
Indiana land.
Damn, man.
Fucking
What about it?
Jake, you were there. I seen you there with your dick.
That was... Oh,
What were you doing there?
yeah.
He was one of the women on the stage.
I was slipping and sliding. Like,
Slide on the pole.
yeah. It was good, like. Nah, but for real, that's pretty. Like, to be honest, I don't care that much. So, like, if my girlfriend was there and she was just watching it,
Yeah.
hilarious.
No,
Who
yeah,
cares? Like, but if you're getting like 69 and fucking slapped in the
Came-
face with
and
dicks
came
and
on.
came on, then all right.
But also,
Know what I mean? Like,
if you were
it's a bit
there,
much.
if you were there,
If you were there,
right. No, listen to me. If your girlfriend was there and it was all circumstantial, it's all like, what the fuck's going on? What the fuck? And it's all
Even
a
if it
bit of
was
crack.
booked,
It's all a bit of crack.
Even if it was booked, whatever. Like,
I don't know, like, because
whatever. It's just strippers.
Yeah.
no, but then
I
it
also-
became sex.
But you know, it's not supposed to. No one could
no.
preempt that. You know, you just be like, oh, I'm going to like a stripper show. It's a hen night. Let's just say, or
became
whatever.
sex.
It did become sex. Yeah.
They don't want to do the one to happen. Like, so I mean,
A lot of them did.
Well, yeah.
They didn't want it
Yeah,
to happen.
fine.
You know what I mean? Like,
A lot of
Would
them
you
did.
not want it to happen if, like, you were at an 18th birthday when you were younger, and there were strippers there? Which is there's been plenty of parties I've been in. There's strippers, and it's so boring.
Yeah.
It's so shit. Imagine the strippers then proceeded to get completely naked and like actually fuck people in the crowd.
It's all
You'd be
about
like,
crack in that sense, you know.
Jesus.
I mean,
That's funny.
You know, if you know,
Yeah, it will be funny,
but,
yeah.
like you
I'm
said,
not denying
if it's
it's-
like you said, if it's your wife or if it's your girlfriend, or
It's my
something like
fucking
that,
wife.
You know,
Come on, my wife.
You call my wife?
I come in your wife.
or to be honest, if
call
it's
my
like
wife?
a teacher or something like that, and you see her up there and she's getting 69, or
Teachers
coming
should
at
be
her
allowed
or
to get
whatever,
69.
You know,
That's
I
not
don't
fair.
know.
They have to put
A
up
single
with it.
teacher can't
Well-
get a wee 69.
Well, no, I'm not saying they can't,
Maybe
like,
not.
but I'm just saying I'm not saying
To be
I
able to
would.
be viewed by the student, I suppose.
I'm not
Well,
saying
they shouldn't be
I'm
viewed that.
saying that, you know, that would probably put their career on jeopardy.
Yeah,
maybe
no, it
put-
would. It
already
would.
has,
It would.
sure.
It
seeing
would. It would. Like,
themselves
no,
in that light, you
she
know.
posted you.
It would. It would.
But
It would.
yeah, it's all a bit of crack, like, you know.
It's all a bit of...
But also, like,
It's all a bit of dick.
the other side of it is like, what are you doing? Why? Like, just be strippers.
Yeah.
Strip.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
That
You
would...
just
That,
got-
that's
It's not
Jesus.
my scene.
Christ.
He's not too drunk.
Like,
It's not my scene.
We've done that. We've done that.
I ain't
You
done
know,
that.
What, strip?
We've
For
been,
women?
We've been to like a strip club.
Oh, right.
Oh, in
Yeah,
Amsterdam?
yeah,
Yeah. That's different. That's
So,
different, right?
no, it's so, no, but here, it is, but it's so shit.
They weren't
It
sucking
was
our dicks or
the
anything. like-
worst. It was the worst.
One of
It
our
was
friends,
so awkward.
one of our friends, fucking sure there was like the bartender come up to us. Here, we just come over here.
Yeah,
you
let's
know,
tell
like,
that story.
I
We'll
was
tell
holding
that.
them. Yeah.
One of your friends.
I got permission to tell
fucking
it.
fainted.
Did you actually?
Yeah,
well,
but
you
not
just don't
say the
say
name,
names,
just don't say
obviously.
names.
Like,
So we were in Amsterdam, and we were for my birthday. Or no, it was for his
No,
birthday.
it was for his birthday.
Oh yeah.
you
And-
fucking cunt.
No, it was all about me.
You
Right?
fucking
It was all
cunt.
about me. This is my time.
Fuck's sake.
And
It wasn't even for that. We were just going, and then he goes, "I'll go because it's my birthday."
Yeah.
At the same time, you were going.
Oh,
We had it
was it?
booked and
Yeah.
all.
Oh, right, okay.
We had it booked and all. And then Cunty over here wasn't going to the last minute. Him that had, no, I'm not going.
and then Conti didn't have enough money saved, and then I had to give Conti half my money. Conti.
Cunty bollocks.
Yeah.
What to go home?
I'll have the steak.
Yeah, I'll have what he's
and
having.
when you're talking about half my money or your money, you know, it was like fucking £30 or something, like, you know. we were
It was like £400, mate.
No, it
I had
was not.
£800
No,
and you
it
took half of
wasn't.
it. Anyway.
No, it wasn't.
I didn't know
Anyway.
about it. These, you have your money.
I go, wow.
No.
Right, anyway.
Are you talking about when we get robbed?
No, stop bringing that up. We've brought it up 16 million times now.
I know,
We know we got robbed.
You mean you
But
went
you
no
give me
time?
money. You give me money back.
Yeah. No, I give you money. Because you
Just-
didn't have enough
just
money
for
left.
general,
I give you like
in
a
general.
good 200 quid or something. Like.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Okay.
that's
Okay.
neither here nor there.
That is neither here nor or there.
Right, so
Okay.
That's
You're
not
the
there.
one that brought it up.
anyway, Jimmy, we'll just call him Jimmy. Jimmy
Fuck him.
was, we went to a strip bar and Jimmy was like, I don't know.
So firstly, we were all lined up at the bar, 4 of us, right? Yeah, four of us,
so
right?
we all
And then
walked in. No, the three of us lined up at the bar because we all walked in together, and then sort of
fuck's sake, straight away.
just
like,
make sure you like.
I won't, yeah. But here,
but
look,
just
we
make
were
sure we
all
notice
sitting
it.
at the bar together.
Just
were
make
not?
sure we notice it. Not at first, no, because we all walked in, and we all walked in together, and Jimmy, unbeknownst to us, sort of walked off, and
But-
me,
no,
you,
but-
and David got to the bar.
No, but do you not remember before that when I got a lap dance? Because the reason I remember all
That
four
was
of us
after.
being at the...
That was after. It was after.
But
It was after we walked
hang
out
on,
of the
shall I see
bar.
where you go with this? Because
Because there was no.
if that happens, we left straight away.
Jimmy didn't exist. No, because we went back in.
What?
We did. We see this. This is what happened, right?
No.
We walked in.
I remember completely. Okay,
Yeah,
you tell
so
yours.
we walked in, and Jimmy sort of. We didn't see him do anything. We just all thought we were at the bar, and then I think it was me and you. I don't know. David's not really in my memory much,
no.
but
I know.
I remember. All I remember is like this man just like sort of coming in between us, like being shoved into us, and like us going, "What the fuck?" And it was Jimmy, and he was sort of like being held up by bouncers, like, "Is this your mate?
Yeah.
Is this your mate?" And we're like, "What the fuck? He's fucking out of it. You may fucking take him this here." And
They were going to ring the fucking thing and all.
yeah, and so we brought him outside, and it turned out he was like having a panic attack sort of
Aye.
thing. And then, but after all that happened,
It was on his birthday too.
we went back in. But
Like a nice birthday.
but after all that, this
Was
is
it
what
a
he
good
told us
day?
that happened. He said he went over. He can't remember doing it. He went over to the
Toilets?
to the strippers' fucking room where
Yeah.
they get naked and on strip,
On the strip.
right? And he said he just stood there looking at them, and they were like, "Are you all right?" And that's all he can remember. And then he blacked out,
Jeez. So
and he fell and smacked
smacked
his
his
head.
head. I remember all that.
And then that's when the vouchers brought him over to us and fucking.
But that's funny. So I remember us sitting at the bar before that happened and me getting the lap dance, because I remember like looking over and just seeing you three there, just being like, this is just not enjoyable. I don't like it. It's very awkward.
I
There's
don't
just
like
some random girl rubbing her tits in my face, and it's not nice.
And not that I
And I
got one,
like it's
I
so awkward. Like it was just
didn't like the whole
I was just so
experience.
rigid, you know. And she's just like, I was like, yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
The nice.
Like looking over, Jews making eye contact. That was her tits.
just looking at David.
Her overlarge
Tits.
clitoris. But yeah, and then I remember him walking away and all that happened, but I suppose maybe it didn't.
Yeah, I
'Cause
remember it differently too. I remember, like we walked up into the bar. I remember handing like 20, or fucking like handing a note for a beer that was
A note
priced
for a
off,
beer.
and she
Too
just
much.
put in her titty.
I want a beer.
Aye,
in her titties.
here goes a beer. That's mine now.
Sounds fake. Like,
And
That's for my
didn't give me any
titties.
change.
Now beer.
Just give him a
Yeah,
beer.
yeah, cunts. Cunts that way. Like
Yeah.
I
Says
ordered
for
a
the
drink,
bar.
Yeah.
give her €20. The
Yeah.
drink was like €12, right?
Yeah.
Give her €20, and then she just flashed her tits. Didn't ask
Oh,
if I wanted to see them.
Yeah,
you
that's
need to
right.
Flashed her tits at me,
Yeah.
and
There
then
you go.
goes,
£8.
"No change. That's a tip." And you're like, I don't want to see them.
You need, to, you,
They
need to
were
give the,
fucking-
you need to give the correct change if you don't want.
€8.
I didn't want to see them tits.
Fucking tip of my dick, maybe getting some.
Didn't
fucking-
want to see the tits. Can I have
Yeah, and then we
major?
just went and, like, we kind of went into the corner of the place, like, you know, tried to get just a seating area.
that's probably why it was so fucking awkward too. You were
Sitting
in, you were in the
down
corner.
and we were
Look,
just sitting there for a
it's
wee
gonna be
while.
awkward. Like if you're
Jake
not.
got his lap dance, and then all I really remember out of the situation was a woman coming up to us, you know, one of the bar ladies, who's tits out, fucking,
Tats out.
and, you know, here one of your mates is
Your friend is
fucking,
dead.
you know,
Beautiful big titted butt naked
pretty much
women don't just
fucking
fall out the sky,
come
you
and get
know.
him, you know, and like asking us what they were taking and what they would get.
Yeah, what do we
Yeah.
give him? All that shit.
Thought
Like,
he was
like,
on
no,
drugs,
bro, he
or,
just
like, he's literally sober.
he doesn't even smoke. You know what I mean? Jesus Christ.
But I think earlier in the day he had taken something which
But no
not sure what
drugs,
effect
really?
it
What?
had on him.
I don't know. What did he take?
What?
Does he not drink?
Some
No?
sort of remember he went to the herbal shop or something.
No,
No, I don't remember that either.
don't remember.
Did he not drink when you
Oh yeah, I was drinking the whole time.
was
Like,
drinking?
What night
the whole
was
time.
this? Was this the first night or
no, like the third or something, because second or
I
third,
think.
because it was his birthday.
And it ruined the whole rest of time for him
Uh,
because there was definitely a day or two left.
Every
And I went
time.
to the doctor with him the next morning because he was like, "Oh fuck, what happened to me?" And it's never happened to him before. So we went to the doctor, and the doctor sort of eased his head a wee bit, but he was fucked in
It
the
was
head the
fucked.
whole rest of the time.
It's
Like,
funny, like every time I've went to Amsterdam, there's been some shit going on like that there. Like it's funny
Amsterdam,
that
like,
that their fucking same strip club,
yeah,
this, like a similar scenario, not similar to that, like the same thing sort of happened. You know, I was there with another one of our friends who's now fucking insane.
yeah.
That guy, you know, and he was just like at one point curled up on a stool in the fetal position as someone tried to give him a lap dance. He was just like,
What?
I guess, in the middle of the place, and the woman was like trying to lap dance, and he was just like shaking. And it was terrible.
You like this,
Terrible.
honey?
Our friend, who's no longer
Yeah. And
all right, he's not all right.
then it turned out he was gay.
It turned out he was gay. Oh yeah, so yeah, but still, you know, just
Yeah.
weird. Like, you know, just be like, no, thank you.
Yeah.
I
don't-
I
even
wouldn't
if
like
I'm-
a lap dance. You
even
just
if one of
curl
the-
up.
Even one of the pleasure boys came out with his fucking dick,
Yeah.
I'd be like, "You,
Mate,
I'd be
what are you
like,
doing? Like,
look at this. This is fun. This is fun. Guess a gen love."
this is a funny joke. Nah, like, but for real, you know, who cares? You know,
Yeah.
just relax,
Fucking right.
relax.
It's all about.
That's the moral to the story: is relax.
As long as you weren't graped. As long as you weren't graped during that, like if the one of the men just grabbed you and
No,
like,
fucking
yeah.
relax.
That would suck. That would suck. Like,
Yeah.
that would suck.
Or fuck. Let me just check.
Hashish.
This is just been fret.
Hashish? Did he just say hashish and get up, walk away? Looks good.
Sorry, just fretting that I was kind of covering
Like,
Martin.
I don't see. Well, do you see? I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I was going to say, I don't see how that would be awkward, getting tits in your face, but do you see how that would be awkward? I don't know what I'm talking
It's kind of awkward, but it's not as awkward because you know it's happening. You know that's what you're here for. You're here for tits in the
It'd
face.
be
like.
different if you're at a restaurant
But it's
and
terrible.
someone just walked up and put their
It's
tits in your
a-
face. Then
it's
maybe like,
absolutely a terrible waste of money. Like
I know.
on,
that's stupid. Like,
I was on a stag do, and we literally paid too much money to get like a private dance from a girl, and it was just the worst
no,
shit ever.
like,
It's
why
just like,
do it? Like, it's so bad, isn't it?
It's like watching porn on your phone, but it's there in front of you,
Yeah.
and you can't do anything.
And then you
You're
know
just
your
like,
friends just touching elbows.
Yeah.
Thank you
with
for this.
friends.
Thank you for this raging blue balls night. I'm gonna go fucking hang myself.
I don't
now.
even know if I would get an erection with your friends.
Oh, you do. You still do, man.
I still do.
And it's raging,
Raging.
and it goes all night
Raging
long,
Cajun.
and you can't get rid of it. And it's just like
What's the point then? Like,
exactly.
There's no point.
It's a waste of money.
scam.
Yeah,
It's just a scam.
It is.
You know, for lonely people.
it's fun at the time. Like it is fun. It's like
I
yeah.
suppose, like, yeah, if you have loads of money, right, and you're just out with a load of people and you're taking a load of coke or something, fell out my asshole.
Yeah. and
Then
you're not-
wabout.
and
There's
you're
just
not in a
girls
relationship,
dancing
you know?
about.
You take a
or,
load of
yeah,
coke and you
yeah.
just go, oh,
and they're
fell
just
out my
like,
asshole.
yeah, pretty much. That's what happens.
My dick fell out my asshole.
That's what happens. Something falling out.
That's what happens when you get a strip and you can't do anything about it. Your dick falls out your asshole.
Right.
Literally.
Well, that's not
like
good.
you leave
Not literally.
and you have to. Oh,
Not
The only
literally.
time,
Not literally. Like.
the only time my dick falls out my asshole is when I fucking have severe diarrhea.
the only time
Feels
my
like I'm
dick falls
shit
out
out
my
the
asshole.
balls.
The only time my dick falls out my asshole is when someone pushes my dick in through my abdomen forcefully out my asshole.
Well, then they would have to push it in through your abdomen and then put their hand up into your asshole and go
Grab it.
through and then grab your dick and rip it out.
Then
That's the only time.
Turn your whole self inside out. There you go. That's how you turn someone inside out.
Yeah.
There you go.
You
Balloon.
could do it that way as well. Then your throat
Popping like a balloon.
Plants touching me.
through your eye.
Don't like it.
Move.
Fucking me up. Get out of here, plant.
Poor plant.
Cunt.
Well,
Fucking
don't be
cunt.
afraid of me.
It's a cunt. Look at it.
Getting you the tick.
Knock that fucking plant out. Oh, here, did you see someone calculated that given the average time to masturbate and ejaculate, that the Flash could come, like, to completion, have a wank 1.8 billion times in an hour?
Yeah, but do his balls fill up as fast as his
Yeah, that's it.
Guess so.
fastness is?
Guess so.
His balls full.
But does that not mean then normally he would be breathing like a
Don't
billion
need to
times a
fill up.
second?
I'm not a scientist. I'm just an observer.
Because if he's doing everything at
Yeah.
a billion times a second, he would be doing everything.
But you ever notice that when everything's going really fast around him, he's just like walking really slow?
Yeah.
So for him, it would just be like have a wank,
Well, I suppose
sit there,
I suppose-
wait for half an hour.
he can
have
actively
another wank.
he can actively speed things up. Like, because he can just be normal,
Yeah,
and he
but-
can actively speed things up.
Yeah.
So maybe everything gets sped up.
But
when
instead of
he's
him just
sped
going,
up.
brrr, it would just be more for him. It would just be like have a
Yeah.
normal wank, sit, wait.
So how the fuck
I
would
don't
Have a
think
normal
that's how it
wank.
works
Yeah.
for him though. I don't think.
Is he
that-
not always just dandering about?
Yeah,
Looks
but if
like
he's
it to
done
him,
it, right? Why would he do it a billion times?
He wouldn't. It's just
yeah.
But if he metaphorically
equation.
could
I suppose.
a billion times.
1.8 billion
That's a lot of
times in
cum,
1
like,
hour.
No, I don't know.
Think
That's a
about
lot
that.
of cum.
Right,
If
how
he
much
is-
cum is in one, averagely in one shoot? Let's just say
Apparently, like a tablespoon or something.
No,
Or a teaspoon
way
or
more.
something.
Like
Yeah, at least-
ropes. Like
I'd say what I'm trying to equate it to. A shot. Maybe a shot.
Yeah.
more than that.
Maybe no, a shot.
A shot glass.
Yeah, like maybe even half a shot.
No,
I'd say
that's only
less than
25
that.
mil.
I think you're.
That's only 25 mil though. Think about that.
I
And
think.
think how viscous and thick it is.
I
It would
think
fill
you're
up a shot
thinking-
glass in 2 seconds. I think. It's, you know what I mean. 25 mil.
Patreon. Who has the most cum? That's a Patreon.
Legit. I'll
yeah,
do
yeah,
that.
I'll do that.
I'll do that.
Who has the most cum? Jake, obviously, probably from not watching porn.
Well,
Like
Not necessarily.
we're tearing ourselves asunder here, like every day, just throwing fucking just Spider-Man webs into the corners of the fucking room, like just fucking at least 5 times a day. Nah, once
how
a day.
many times? Like,
Once a
okay,
day.
how many times?
If I'm not having sex
You
that
watch
day,
porn every day?
once. Well, I try not to. I haven't watched it in about 5-6 days now.
Okay, well there you go.
Yeah.
I'm,
So that's not too bad.
the
Like,
same. Which
Yeah.
that's not too bad. What about you?
I don't have the time.
I got kids, man. I got
What's
kids.
porn?
I want to watch porn. Would you let me watch porn, kids?
Fuck's sake, like.
Sick. Give me a second. Away to the toilet here.
But yeah,
Be back in 7.
that's
3
not that
minutes,
bad.
3
Like I
minutes.
think every day is probably bad. Like,
But yeah,
but if
I
you're
would-
just
I would like
5 or
to,
6
yeah,
days,
actually
that's
just
like-
completely cut it out. It's fucking gross, like.
No,
Yeah, it's.
fucking-
I don't really miss there. I still get
It
the
seems-
urge to watch it, but like,
Yeah.
It would
just
make
don't,
you-
and then I don't miss it.
Well, back
lot.
to, right, let's just say hypothetically 1 shot just for now, right?
Jesus
30
Christ.
milliliters, just say, right?
Okay,
Okay, so
what are we
calculate
even on about?
how
what are we
much
even on?
cum the flash can come in.
An hour out of
However long that was.
1.8 billion wanks. How much volume
much?
would that semen fill up?
Yeah.
Well,
Apparently, if you ask
Seemingly
Chat
a lot.
GPT, if you ask it how much semen to fill up the Grand Canyon, it won't answer you.
Why?
But if you ask like how much mayonnaise, it will tell you.
Strange.
Isn't it? Like it won't be like, nah, I'm not telling you that. That's
Right,
not
30
cool.
milliliters, right? Times how many wanks?
1.8 billion
1 point, right? I have to turn my calculator sideways for this one, boys. Jesus.
upper hoods.
Times 1.8. So that's 180 million. That's 1, right? Equals 54 billion milliliters. Divide that by 1,000, right? Yeah. Which
I
makes
don't
liters.
fucking know. What do you mean
Divided
divided by
by-
1,000 for what?
Because 1 milliliter is 1,000 milliliters.
Fuck
Or
off.
1 liter is 1,000 milliliters. So
Fuck
divide that
off.
by. So it's
Fuck
54 million liters of cum. I can't,
much?
I can't visualize that.
How much?
54 million liters of cum.
I can't visualize that.
50.
Because think about 1 litre, like
I
a
did- I
litre.
did that
Think
last
about
night.
1 litre of water.
Oh.
Think about 54 million bottles of Evian.
Well, how many liters is in the ocean?
More than that, like
All right, let's see.
way more than that. I would say. I think it would be like
54
trillions
so
and all.
54 million liters of cum.
Could be like
How
54
many-
billion metric tons
You'll
or
have to look
something.
it up. I don't. Or,
More like-
what?
What?
Oh, do you have that around here? Right there.
You should have the internet here.
No, this is my phone. My phone's over there recording. This is the other phone.
You got burners and shit.
Oh yeah.
You doing shit we don't know about.
The phone.
Well,
Can I not get in on
be
that?
outside in 2 minutes, mate.
Can I not get in on that?
No, sorry, mate. I'm fucking
But I would be
up
the-
to my eyeballs
Oh,
and
come on. Like,
cocaine here. Like,
Up to my eyeballs.
how many liters in the
Jesus fucking Christ.
ocean?
Gareth is Googling. The Google of the Gareth.
Well, I can't even.
It
I
takes
can't
a
even
very
pronounce
long
this.
time for the Gareth to Google.
What? How do you even?
He doesn't know how phone work,
Right.
but he still tries to Google.
Right, it's 1.332 billion cubic meters. So that means it's
lot.
1.332 billion times 1.332 billion times 1.332 billion,
Yeah.
which is
way more like
Fucking hell.
Wait,
1.332 whatever.
54 million
quintillion.
bottles of Evian is not that much in comparison. Like,
54 million liters would be a fucking spoonful of cum. in a.
What?
It would be like.
A spoonful of cum.
It would
in
makes
the medicine
in
go
a
down.
Fucking pool of cum.
It would be like me trying to get a blue whale up a duff.
Why?
Why?
Because
Why would it be like that?
I always wanted to.
Yeah, but why would it be like that?
You're just fucking witching, right?
It would be like me coming into a blue whale's vagina,
Right.
and then that blue whale going, having any sort of reaction. I don't know what it would be. I got
That's retarded.
beers hitting me, boys.
You alright? What? What are you talking about?
So like, you just put the fucking
EBGBs into me.
picture
That's what
of
you've
fucking
done.
a blue whale's vagina
Imagine
in a
that.
fucking.
The blue whales on here.
Do blue whales even have vagina?
Picturing a big giant vagina. Just picturing a big fucking giant.
No, they do have vaginas. Of course
How
they
could
do.
you even fuck that? You would just walk into it and have a wank.
Big.
I don't think that even
smelly-
counts as fucking it though, because you're just then in something having a wank.
Yeah. You
Not
couldn't fuck
fucking,
it.
you ain't fucking nothing.
You couldn't fuck it. You couldn't fuck it.
Well, you could fuck it. Look.
You know what you could do is you
Well.
could
hold
you
on
could
then.
sculpt the world's
Yeah, but we want-
biggest dildo and then cut a wee tiny hole in it for your dick that goes doodle-doodle, and then fuck it while you fuck the dildo. There you go. I hear.
Well,
I had a drug dealer once. I don't even know if I've told you this before.
Was it
I
real
think
or-
I have, like, and you probably did.
Let me hear you, Martin.
Let me hear you, man.
Yeah, I
Let me
think I
hear
can
you,
I think
Martin.
I can hear you.
Let me hear
Martin.
you.
right.
Let me hear you.
Hello.
Nice.
Yours is very low. Let me see here.
Turn 'em up.
What's going on?
Let me hear me, Martin.
Martin, let me hear you.
Let me hear you, Martin.
Is it working?
Right, go ahead. Yeah, I think it is.
Where
working.
are you?
Where are you? I think it's just because you're right there beside me,
But you had a
You're wearing headphones too, like.
and you need to.
You're wearing
Talking
headphones
to it.
also. Headphones.
Okay, go ahead, sir.
Well, anyway, I had a drug dealer once, right?
Yeah,
Who lived up the stairs in his house.
Drury Lane.
Okay, he pretty much lived up there, and I think it was his parents. It could have been his grandparents. It could have been his auntie or something. I don't fucking know. But there's people living down the stairs, and he sort of operated. Anyway, right. So whoever the fuck lived down the stairs, I'm not really sure. I didn't really communicate with either of them, you know, right? And he pretty much operated up the stairs. He had like TV up there, bed, sofa, all that shit, you know. And for a while, I bought drugs off him, right?
Yeah, what kind of drugs?
Marijuana.
That's not a drug.
potatoes, remember?
Potatoes.
But potatoes.
It was
are-
potatoes.
Crispy eyed potatoes.
There you go. Potato bread.
They were
not a
pretty
drug.
crispy. Crispy potatoes. That is.
What does it do?
Fuck yeah, look.
It is in
what
certain
way?
countries.
If you have more than 4 crispy potatoes,
Fucking right.
you'll be full up.
Yeah, you're fucked up.
Fill up.
Anyway, right? So, all normal, other than he just lived in a room, all normal, right?
Uh-huh.
But he also used to shit into plastic bags instead of going to the toilet and throw that bag of shit out the window.
Right.
So,
Where?
I was
he
going to
was-
say maybe
he
Where
had
is it?
a
Back
pile.
garden?
He had a pile.
In
Yeah,
his back
wherever it
garden?
was. I'm not even sure where the window went to be honest. I never checked. I didn't check.
Just a
But he had
black
a
hole.
pile of plastic bags, like shopping bags, beside the sofa where he sat, and he would get up and shit into
Just into
plastic
Asda
bags without pissing.
Fuck off. That's not
Without
real.
pissing.
every little helps.
That's real.
That's not real.
That's a real thing.
What the
And he used to
fuck?
throw the bag out the window. Think of fuck.
Nah, go fuck yourself.
I was
Instead
thinking
of going
at
down
the
the stairs.
start.
There was no toilet up the stairs.
I was thinking maybe at the start there was a reason, like fertilizer or something. You know.
My God.
I was thinking at the start maybe there's a reason fertilizer for
Fertilizer.
for the potatoes,
Yeah, she's.
but obviously not, or maybe was it?
Nah, because human shit would be terrible.
Yeah.
That's not the shit to be using.
Well, here, in World War II, the Japanese used prisoners of war shit to
Yeah.
farm their tomatoes.
No, but it probably wasn't great tomatoes, to be honest. I would say, because the amount of toxins in
Shit
our
tomatoes?
shit.
Well,
You know what I mean? Like
Well-
bat shit's different, or like worm shit
Oh,
or something.
yeah,
That's
what
all
you mean.
good. That's all
Organic
good shit.
Yeah.
yeah.
But or cow shit, you know, or whatever.
Worm castings even.
Probably humans like.
Most I've ever done is like, I'll say uni days because I don't want it to be embarrassingly as recent
last
as
week.
it actually was. But back in uni,
I know what you're going to say.
I
too.
used to piss in bottles.
Yeah, I never. But while you were in bed, is that it?
No, well, the toilet was downstairs. I would never obviously shit in a bag. But
But this guy was weird,
yeah,
like, you know what I mean?
but I did, if I was drinking beer that night, I would piss in the beer bottles instead of going the whole way downstairs to the toilet. I would just piss in beer bottles and empty them in the morning, or
When?
throw them out. Back in
like-
uni days,
What do you mean?
this
What do you mean? So
yeah.
just when you're sitting watching TV or something?
Very rarely that. Yeah,
But what are you
even
doing?
sometimes.
Yeah,
Even
but what are you
sometimes.
doing? What are you doing?
Just knocking downstairs.
But
Too long.
what are you doing?
What?
Too long way.
I need to know what you're doing.
You deserve to be a fat
everything.
bastard.
But what were you doing? Like, were you just sitting listening to music up in a room, or were you
Yeah.
watching shit?
That
or what
as
were
well.
you doing?
Anything
All
and everything.
things.
Anything.
Just all things.
that's
Like,
your-
I'm not
that's your
drinking
mental-
alcohol.
No,
just-
whatever I was doing upstairs, if there, if I needed to
Upstairs?
You were a
piss,
lot lazy, right?
I'm
if I-
trying to
yeah.
think where it could
Doing
be.
anything. You were just, right, fuck it, piss in a bottle.
if a bottle was there,
I should know where it
It
should,
was there.
where it was. And
Here.
like, where could you had to where would
Sorry.
it be that far away that you'd be pissing the bottles?
just convenience. There's a bottle, piss in it. What harm
the
is it doing
toilet's-
anybody? What harm is
But
it doing
how
anybody?
far is the toilet?
Downstairs.
Where?
Downstairs.
Really?
Yeah.
I can't think
There's
of
a
any.
bottle there.
I can't think of any downstairs toilets.
I'll flag it.
Oh!
Oh. Okay.
No toilets upstairs.
Okay. Okay, fine. There's one place I
What do you
wasn't
mean,
thinking
okay,
of.
fine? That's like, isn't it like
Oh, no,
2
I just
seconds
couldn't- I couldn't
downstairs?
compute
He wasn't
where
thinking
the-
of where the
Yeah,
house was.
yeah,
That I
but that's
had a
fine.
downstairs toilet.
That's fine. That's
Yeah,
fine.
Linda.
It's not fine to piss. Well, like I said, it's different if maybe
Well, here's the thing, right?
you're
What
blocked
harm is it doing anybody?
Smell.
yourself.
The smell.
It's doing
like,
yourself.
Yeah. My partner hated it,
Has
right?
to witness that.
And she was
and
like,
you're
"What
just
the
sitting
fuck
there
are you doing?"
Piss bottle.
Me and my big fat man tits.
Just sitting there with piss bottles, like,
I could probably
Shh, go back sleep, love.
and that's what I mean. Are you just
divorce
like?
you in the morning.
It's like everyone else is sleeping. You're just up by yourself. It's 2:00 in the morning.
That's why
You're
you-
like
that's why
watching
you
a
get the
movie or
wrong
something.
biscuits.
Yeah, mostly. And
Piss in a
then I
bottle.
pick up one that's piss back.
Fuck it.
Generally, it was when she went to sleep so that she didn't see it. But then I think it got to the point where she was used to seeing the piss balls, and I just didn't give a fuck. I was
That's
like,
crazy.
Right,
That
love.
is a little
Here,
crazy.
pause the Sopranos there. Shh.
That is a little crazy. That is crazy.
Are you finished with that WKD bottle? Love? That's a big one.
Hand me another bottle.
quick! I'll pinch it off.
Fuck's sake. No way. Like, that's madness. That is mad. Like,
I know.
cause I'm just trying to think. Like, have I?
Have you shit in
ever
a bag
like?
for
I've
another?
obviously done it. I've never shot in a bag.
definitely
I've done it in a
that
car,
before.
like, and all
Yeah.
that
Probably
shit,
done
like
that
pissed in a
before.
bottle. But I've
Yeah.
never,
Or camping or
I've
something,
never
yeah.
woke up.
Like-
I've never ever woke up in bed. I've never been sitting somewhere awake or anything. Just been like, no, I'm not going to the toilet.
Let me know this. Was your toilet downstairs?
Sometimes.
I rest my what?
Sometimes the toilet's downstairs, and do you know what? I'll go get
Never.
up and walk to it.
My toilet's right beside me.
Yeah.
Sometimes
do
you
you know
don't
what I
give
mean?
a fuck.
Or if I'm like having the smoke, I'll piss out the back or something. Like, you know what I
Yeah,
mean? But like, I'm
smooth.
not fucking
Used to piss in bottles. And you know who used to do it too? Jimmy.
Jimmy.
He told me, yeah. Jimmy from earlier on in the story, remember?
Oh, aye. Fuck him.
Yeah, he used to do it too.
Well, sure he does.
He
Still,
done it like when he's working on music. He's like, fuck it, just pissing in bottles.
you know who you are.
You know who you are, Jimmy. You dirty cunt.
Fucking Jamie.
Fuck you, Jimmy.
But we've moved on with our lives now. I haven't done that a long time.
Oh.
No, actually I haven't. My toilet's upstairs now, so.
I mean, I get if you're like getting up and it's freezing, you know what I mean? But just getting up out of fucking, just like from watching a movie or something,
Yeah.
and pissing on it, like, I'm like, what?
Yeah, that's
Like,
crazy.
just go to the toilet, look,
yeah, just,
lay
go to the
there.
toilet. Just go to the toilet.
Well, yeah.
And
if
shit in
your
the
toilet-
bag
if your
for the
toilet's
windows is even
upstairs-
more
I
fucking
hate
insane,
having to
but
piss when you're in the cinema watching a
Tell me this, right?
fucker movie.
we have to go. We have
Tell-
to go to the fucking...
I hold it in. I
Tell
do
me
my
this,
best.
right? Tell me no more. And just be truthful, right? You've pissed in the sink many a time when we were younger, and the toilet's upstairs. Tell me you didn't. Go on.
Which one?
The downstairs sink where we wash our fucking dishes.
Yeah.
When we were drunk or drinking,
You don't
and
know
mum and
that?
dad are sleeping
I
upstairs.
know
Right? Mum and dad were sleeping upstairs.
In the bucket.
No, not in the bucket.
No.
Like, not in the bucket.
No,
like, that's
no.
Piss in
fucked
the
up.
bucket.
That's fucked
You
up.
don't piss in the bucket and then empty the bucket. You lift the bucket,
Right.
piss in the sink
Yeah,
because the
fuck
toilet's all the way upstairs. Or you go outside and piss in the drain.
I've seen him aim between the bucket and the sink room.
That's right. Yeah, you left the.
So there you go. That's way fucked up than
That is
pissing
pretty,
in bottles.
Yeah.
That's fucked up too. But I've always said
But I
that's
bleach
fucked
it
up also.
after.
Doesn't matter.
Tell me, isn't tell me no more than that.
You've done it.
Did you ever wash your dick in the sink?
Yeah. The bathroom sink.
Yeah.
Wash your dick in the sink.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably in my lifetime, but not as like now as an adult. But like
No.
in the not in the kitchen sink.
I've
Never.
done
Like,
that. I've done that a few
never the
times.
kitchen sink. Nick.
I've
Never
done-
the
no,
kitchen
never
sink.
No, never the kitchen sink, but in the bathroom sink, I've washed my dick.
That's fine. Yeah.
Very recently.
Well, no, don't do that. Like,
I do.
wash your dick in the shower.
Only
But
when
it's-
like you forget to wash it.
Yeah, but what
It's
of
okay
of
to
a
keep it
night?
clean throughout the,
Yeah, but
you know,
of a night, right?
Jesus Christ, please.
Of a night. Of a particular night, right? When you just don't feel like having a shower. You're just home from work. You're fucked. You're like, ugh.
Nope, shower every night.
And wifey says, want
So this is where we get to the crossroad, Garth, because do you know what I would do? Do
Then I go into the bathroom, wash it in a winky, sinky.
you know what I do?
What?
I go and have a shower.
I can have a
Too
shower.
long,
Like
too long.
100%.
Do you know what I mean?
Too
This is
long.
this is where we cross the roads, pissing in bottles, washing your dick in the sink. You're like, shall I have a shower? Or I really just wash my dick in the sink? Will I get up and go to the toilet, or will I just piss in the bottle? You know what I mean? Or I just be like, nah, shower. Like, gotta have a shower.
Nah,
10
nah.
o'clock at night, fuck it,
100%.
shower.
After
No way.
fucking after
on, like, come
any
on.
day's work, I will get a shower.
Just your dick.
Oh yeah.
Doesn't matter if it's a half day, anything else.
Oh yeah.
I
Well,
need a
sometimes,
shower.
most
Like,
times, like I will, but like sometimes I'm like working. I'm just working the next day too, and I've got home too late. I'm just like, fuck it, I'll get a shower after my first whatever bit of work tomorrow, and I'll just go to sleep.
Yeah.
And then you're just like, in the mood, and she's in the mood, and then it's just like, "Ugh, okay, I'll go wash my dick for you.
It's
Just for
pretty
you, though.
thoughtful and all, like, but,
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
you know, you could
I could get a shower.
get a shower.
You know what the funny thing is? I get a shower afterwards.
It's not. That's just disrespectful.
Now I feel fit.
That's fucked up.
Now I need a shower after. No,
Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna say after.
No,
a while.
but like
No.
it feels. I'm sure it just feels uncomfortable though after that. You know,
What
when you
does?
wash your dick and you're just like, it's just all weird down there now. It's,
What do you mean it's weird down there?
Like
after
it's
you
just,
wash your
it's
dick?
like,
After you wash your dick?
I don't know, it's like fucking
Flag it, mother.
Captain Flag.
So I know someone that thought cats don't have vaginas.
Was it you?
They do, yeah.
Was it you?
Cats
Said?
don't have
Oh.
vaginas.
Oh.
Did you not
She was like, I know someone.
I didn't. I know somebody
remember
that was like,
just
cats
this morning,
don't have
Jake's like,
vaginas.
the fuck?
Yo!
I'm gonna tell a story and be like,
I'm gonna write this down for the podcast. By the way, I know someone.
For something that was fucking ages ago.
Dogs
that
can't
was,
look up.
That was Shaun of the
Oh,
Dead.
yeah, yeah.
That's because of Shaun of the Dead.
And
Like,
dogs can't look up.
no, dude.
And you were like, can dogs look up?
Can dogs look
But you were
up?
convinced that they
That was a
couldn't.
long
No, they
time
can't,
ago.
Jake.
Like,
Of course
long
they
time
fucking
ago. I was
can't.
like, can they not?
I remember actually testing it out on some dogs, and I'm like, yo, and literally just went, yeah, just like stand over them, like, hello, and then the dog's like this, just looking straight ahead, just like, who said that?
I can only see legs.
I can only see down, down and straight ahead. I can't look up. Who said that?
But yeah,
And
funny,
cats,
isn't it? Like,
Cats don't have
who,
vaginas.
what?
someone that I worked with was like,
Didn't think
cats,
cat-
yeah, like cats don't
taking
have
a piss,
vaginas.
like-
No, there's like cats don't have vaginas, right? They just thought it was like,
A cloaca.
like, that, yeah, pretty much a cloaca, like that asshole you see. That's where the
Everything.
kittens come out.
A guy told me a story when he was a child.
Fuck me then. I guess.
A guy told me that. Fuck that story. On to
Jesus Christ.
bigger and better things
okay,
than cats'
finish.
vaginas.
Oh, I am finished.
Okay, I'm finished.
A guy told me a story about a guy. He went into his house when he
So
was a
Metal
kid,
Gear Solid 3.
Right, Jake.
and his cat. He he showed his friends. He thought it was funny. He picked his cat's tail up
Right.
and poked his finger in its bum.
Wait, what?
What?
I goes, look.
I've heard this.
He goes, look.
Oh,
Laughed
is that
about it,
that
yeah.
legend
Oh
that
yeah.
I've heard
Yeah.
I think I know who
over
it
the
is.
Well,
years?
there's
It's a
I'm
legend
not sure
over
if
the
it's true,
years.
like-
Did he live around here?
No.
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 No, it was a story that went around school for.
Wonder if that's true.
And who was it?
I don't even know his name anymore.
Offline.
It's,
Offline.
Offline.
Poked his cat's. Yeah, so,
His cat's ours.
so he's like, look,
Uh,
finger all the way to the knuckle.
Yeah.
uh,
It's just like
he was a guy.
And that
That,
funny?
unfortunately, is it the guy that unfortunately
Oh, I
every
know him.
time had
I
just
know him.
an unsuccessful house party? No.
No.
Was it the guy that had an
Oh.
unsuccessful attempt to
Murder?
No.
No, he wasn't.
kill a cat?
He wasn't
No.
around us. He
No.
wasn't around.
Oh.
Was he in?
He was in school.
Was he?
But I heard this too.
Did he wear a dress one time? And one of our friends.
Oh,
said-
right. No, he's
Was it that
sure he's
guy,
not
the
around
fairy
us.
guy?
No.
I told you he
The
wasn't around.
fairy guy.
Wasn't around
It's
us.
the fairy
He would've-
guy.
Fairy guy.
He wouldn't have known.
Okay, fine. Fuck you. Move
It was
on.
a story from one of my
Oh,
mates.
damn it.
My mate,
One of his mates. Yeah,
One of his
but-
mates and then my
one of
mate.
his
So the
mates
moral
was,
of that story is cats have vaginas.
Yeah.
Is what you're saying?
Well, it was just a. It just went on from your cat
I'm not joking.
stories.
But yeah.
And what
Moving on.
happened?
What happened?
Well, I don't know,
Nothing. He just got
that's-
made fun of for
His
that.
mates just
Made
went
fun off for that.
yuck.
I
Like, they were
guess
just
I'm
like,
remembering that wrong.
Not amused, and as people wouldn't be.
That'd be horrible. Imagine just sticking, just like
I'll tell you something, right? One time, this is like, imagine doing that and going in this like class the next day when you're at school.
Yeah.
This fucked me up, right? I remember one time I was in, like, say, third year or fourth year, when this is when you're in the rampant teen years and you just really cared about being cool, cared about your image and who you fucking liked, you know. I remember one lunchtime, I told the story of a true story of one time I had really burny diarrhea, like really burny,
Not what I
burny
thought was
diarrhea.
gonna come.
right?
Go ahead.
Who did you tell it to?
Just a few mates, or maybe more than that. But I was like,
Seven people.
yeah, just seven, just assembly. It was assembly up on stage. I have burny diarrhea. No, I said, right. I remember I had burny diarrhea once, right? And I wiped my ass and I touched the diarrhea to see if it was hot.
Yep.
And it wasn't
I
hot.
remember this.
So I was like, why is it burning? And they're like, what? I was like,
Remember
you know,
told me
why is it hot when it comes out? But then I touched it and it was like,
Remember that?
it wasn't. It was like lukewarm. It was fine. It wasn't hot.
You're mad in the head, like.
Yeah. And
Aren't you at that
obviously,
stage, because that's like saying, you know, there's a
Yeah.
like a jalapeno chili there.
yeah.
Why is this cold?
I didn't understand
How can
why.
that be spicy?
I didn't understand spiciness, so I just shit and touched, wiped my ass and went, oh, fuck, that's burning. And then, it's not burning. It's not burning. And
That's crazy,
they sort of just went, what? What the fuck are you talking about? You fucking done what? And then for about a week, I was scared shitless of,
Being the shit guy.
yeah, being the guy
I'm
that
the
touches shit.
guy.
You know, because it was the kind of people that I told it to. They were like, they would tell everybody, and then it would become a thing. It would be like Garv's the fucking shit toucher.
The shit toucher. The shit,
Shit
poker.
toucher. Here comes
Just
shit
don't touch
toucher.
shit. Don't
Here
touch
comes-
shit, or don't
here
tell
Yeah.
comes-
anybody.
Here
that you
comes
touch
warm shit.
Here comes the guy that doesn't know spiciness
Here
exists.
comes Bernie shit poker.
Bernie arsehole.
Bernie shit poker. That sounds like
Shit poker.
that sounds like an old fucking man, doesn't it? Like Bernie shit. Bernie shit poker.
Well, Bernie. They just call
Bernie
me
shit-
Bernie.
Bernie shit
that's
poker.
my nickname from then on. Bernie.
Bernie.
Well, Bernie.
Bernie poker. We Bernie poker.
burns the
Thank
poker.
God that's all that came of that. The nickname Bernie. I really appreciate that, guys.
Stupid.
Yeah. Right. There is. I was reading a book.
Were you?
I read a book.
No, you didn't.
Read a book.
Nice.
Well, I'll listen to an audiobook. 'Cause who reads? Who can you read? Can anybody read anymore? I don't think they can. I think you can just
I was reading the
listen
other
to
day.
information.
I'm joking. I haven't read a book in a while.
Not the back of Smarties packets, mate.
The book, you motherfucker.
Oh, there's fucking
I was
chocolate.
reading the other day.
ET3.
Shampoo bottle when I was on the toilet.
Remember, you used to have to do that shit when there's no internet.
Yeah.
Like, just read the back of shampoo bottles, or
Sometimes, if
like
you
a
don't have your phone on the
newspaper.
toilet, yeah.
That fucking board. Look.
If you don't have your phone on the toilet, you really do. You pick up like
Yep.
anything and just go.
I used to read the
You start the
inside
tiles on the ground,
of,
they count them all. They're like,
inside a game.
anything?
You know, like PS2 and PS1 game
yeah.
things inside, there was always a wee leaflet that showed you loads of drawings. I used to take them to the
Oh,
toilet.
they were amazing to
I
read.
used to take them to the
Love
toilet
that.
before phones and all when I was a wee kid, you know. So always like
Or
to read shit
magazines
while
and
shitting.
shit, yeah.
Magazines.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
collected
comics and
all
stuff,
the
yeah.
PlayStation stuff. Like,
Comics and all that.
Everybody had in their toilet, in their fucking bathroom,
a toilet.
a magazine kind of holder. You know,
Did we have one of those?
we didn't like,
No,
but there was always
we
something.
did. We did when we lived
Oh, yeah,
together.
when we
though.
lived together,
Like,
yeah.
funny.
Every other
Actually,
fucking
a good
house you
book.
went
And it
into.
was kind of like I never wanted to touch any of those books because it was
I
always in
think
the
of
bathroom.
1001 questions and answers. Amazing.
Oh,
And then
I
like
picked that up.
love that book.
remember Marvel, just a guide to all the Marvel characters as well. Fucking just
That was a good one too.
class,
That
like.
was a good one too. That was a good
But
one.
anyway, I was listening to an audiobook
Aye.
while walking the dog. I actually got the idea to listen to it off a Joe Rogan episode. This guy was talking about Alistair Urquhart. He wrote a book called The Forgotten Highlander.
Yeah.
And what happened was he was this fucking prisoner of war in World War II.
Right.
So he was one of the Gordon Highlanders, which is this infantry of Scotland, drafted to Singapore. And Singapore was like one of the safest places in World War II because nothing was happening there. They just were guarding like a base. But then Japanese joined the war and invaded Singapore and captured him along with thousands of others and made him work on this thing called the Death Railway in Burma, where they were just tortured for 3 years.
Lovely.
Yeah,
Nice.
and like they just built this railway for Japanese people, and
Definitely.
they got to this place called the Bridge on the River Kwai, which is what the movie was all about. But it was nothing like that, apparently. What he said. But that was part of building this bridge. He caught cholera. He had tropical ulcers. He had
What race is this man?
Scottish.
Scottish. You caught what?
Tropical ulcers. So it's just like ulcers, but
Cholera?
in tropical cholera.
What's that?
He almost died. Like, cholera is like a viral sort of
Bacterial disease, is it?
sort of disease that
I think.
I think
Skin-eating
that
fucking.
no, it's like
It's like
vomit
that
diarrhea.
fucking MRSA shit. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, well, MRSA. Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
like staph infection, all that
yeah,
shit.
yeah. It's one of those bacterial things. It's just you're fucked. But he survived that. He survived hell. Like
Why would he survive any of it?
at one time, at one point, there was a Korean guard that tried to grape him, and he kicked him in the
It
balls.
cut me off, of course. Like, what?
So he kicked him in the balls, and he immediately regretted it. And he was put in this like hole where you can't stand up, you can't sit down, you can't lie. You have to like crouch. He was put in for 7 days, and usually people are put in there for 3 weeks to die. So he was lucky.
3 weeks to die.
Yeah, and then he was put on a hell ship. These things called hell ships. They were big cargo ships that transported the prisoners of war to Japan.
Sorry, tell me more about the thing he was put in before there. He had to lie down in what?
So you can't lie. It was
It's like a wee
a
hole in the
hole.
ground.
It was like a hole in the ground
You
with
don't have
a
much space to move, I suppose.
bamboo. There was some sort of metal. I can't remember what way I described it, but there was metal, so it was hot, and this was 40-degree weather like they were in, and you can't stand up straight. You can't sit down because it's too small or anything. So you have to sort of crouch for 7 days, like in a crouch position. He survived
Fucking hard bastard.
that. Yeah, and his
Scottish people for you.
his boots rotted off him in 3 months, so he got trench foot. His clothes rotted off him, so he made himself like a wee loincloth, as did them all, pretty much, all these prisoners. Then he was transported on a hell ship.
Hell ship!
Yeah, so this hell ship was a cargo ship, a Japanese cargo ship that wasn't meant for anybody, but they put 400 men on down below decks that was like maybe big enough for like 100 men, maybe not even. And there was a doctor that befriended him and helped him survive that journey. Then he was transported to Nagasaki,
Nagasaki.
where he
That's a big Nagasaki.
That's fine. That's
Yeah,
fine.
it is fine, it is.
That's fine.
Anyway, so he was
Nagasaki,
transported to
please.
there. Nagasaki, please. He was transported to there, and he pretty much worked as a slave again. Not as bad.
Worked as a slave.
Worked as a slave.
Got a wee job as a slave.
Yeah.
Go ahead, sorry.
And he was
Nice job,
fed
easy, is it?
during this whole time. He was fed 1 bowl of rice a day.
Have me a bowl of rice.
And he was, then they dropped the bomb on Nagasaki, and the Americans came, rescued him, and blah blah blah.
And then
that
while he
was-
died, went home and died.
No, he lived. He was 95. 3 years of torture, and he weighed 5 stone when he got home.
Jesus.
5 stone when he got home and weighed himself.
How
5
tall is this
stone.
man?
Just an average height, about 5'10" or something.
Fucking
And
about the weight of his fucking cap.
I just thought it was an amazing story. Like, and when he got home, he actually fell sick again. He was in the hospital for 3 months. Didn't know what was wrong with him. His stomach was in bits. So before this, the doctor warned him to not eat much, so he didn't, because it actually people started dying. Prisoners of war. This happened in the Auschwitz in the camps.
Yeah.
They started dying when they were rescued because the Americans just fed them, and they just started dropping dead because his stomachs burst and shit.
Yeah.
So he stayed away from doing that, and then he went to hospital with pains and all this shit, and he asked the doctor for a bowl of rice and a bowl of rice, and
Rice and pea.
yeah, and that helped him. And up until he was 95 years old, he still had to eat like 1 or 2 bowls of rice a week, just to help him. That's
Nice.
the end. Thank you.
That's a funny old story.
It was fucking.
I'm joking. Nah, it's pretty
How
cool.
long,
Like, I
how
like
long
that. It's
was
pretty
the
cool.
audio of it?
I listened to it over about 2 days, probably about 9 hours.
Was it the tale of?
Can I flag that? Can I flag that? I think. When I flag that one, I think, boy.
Is there any ones he's done? Or?
That's it.
Is there other one he's done? Oh yeah, he's
Like
done loads. He went to another world war
No, I mean
and lived
the offer,
another
like,
fucking torture.
What was the
Jesus
sequel
Christ.
like?
No. What's the sequel? Very boring. He just
Just sat and had a bowl of
lived his
rice
life.
every
Then
day.
he just
Had
lived
some
his
rice.
life.
Just
He
in
just
heaven.
sat there.
No, he was
what
only-
was the fucking point?
He only had that one life apparently, and he didn't come back to life and write an horror story.
You wouldn't think, would you?
No.
That's mad. Usually they would do an hour one because the
Yeah.
first one done so well.
Strange.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Nah, I've just started reading that Endymion.
Endymion.
Next chick, what are you on about?
Endymion, your fucking butthole.
Endymion.
It's science fiction.
It's gay is what it is.
Sam.
Sorry.
It's
I'm
actually
sorry. It's not.
fucking
It might be.
Endymion.
pretty sweet.
You're into all that
Endymion.
very weird science fiction stuff. It's all my like, but I mean,
Yeah,
you-
we're all
No,
there, fuck
well,
you.
I just,
It's cool as fuck.
I don't know. I just got into them books because it was kind of
Endymion.
fucking. I just looked up the best.
Okay.
science fiction books, you know.
Why is that funny?
Recommend it. Them, you know.
Is that the second part?
which mental?
Which
health-
imaginary
What's it
friend
called?
recommended this book?
Which one?
internet.
The internet's not real, dude.
Isn't it?
No, don't exist.
It's real to me.
Part of the Matrix.
It's real to me.
If you're watching this on the internet now, sure, you fucked up. You fucked up.
You're in the wrong reality.
If you're listening to
So
this,
there is no
in this
internet?
one.
no,
There is no internet.
no.
Right.
Oh.
Right. Let me think about this.
It's just
Let
a
me think
man.
about this.
It's just a guy
You should actually
on
watch
a bicycle.
Or
So, but then
fucking- you should
how-
actually read Hyperion. It's really fucking good. Like no joke. It's like literally to me. I think it's
Hi.
the
Stop
Lord
trying.
of the Rings.
Stop trying. Fuck. You try to win Damian, didn't work. Stop trying.
Oh Jesus. Christ.
Hi, Perion.
Perion. No.
No, terrible. Demion. Oh, they're all Emions.
Hyperion, Hyperion,
Eon.
Demion.
Gods or something.
What?
Aye.
Dirty bastards.
Gods.
Thank God.
Yeah, it's very good. It is very good. It's mine.
Good. I
Apple.
watched. I'll go. I'll go. No. I'll go. No.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
I'll
Yeah,
go.
you go. Sorry.
No.
you go, sorry.
No. I'll go.
Yeah.
I'll go.
Yes, you go.
I watched the.
Go.
Finally watched the fucking.
What'd you finally watch?
6 hours of Kill Tony. The.
Oh, yeah, class.
New Year's Eve stuff.
Yeah.
That's why I wasn't playing Helldivers fucking last couple of nights because I just wanted to fucking watch all that.
6 hours. Of it?
Yeah, 3
Yeah.
hours one night, 3 hours
Class,
next
like.
night. It was amazing, like.
Class.
I still haven't watched it. I still need to watch
So
it.
good. Like, it was so funny.
It was.
And I swear to God, see what I paid for the first. I paid for both of them, but I watched the
Yeah.
first one live. I was
Was
just
it
like,
different? Have you watched the YouTube ones? Did they
No.
cut anything out? They might have
I
cut
don't know.
stuff out if it
I
was
don't know.
live, like.
yeah, I suppose probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, no adverts, all that shit. Like,
Yeah.
but if it's 3 hours, that's about. Well, it was like 5.5 hours because the band were playing at the start.
Oh,
well, you know what I
sweet.
mean?
So yeah, you got a lot
They
more
done
than I
like a
did.
set,
Like.
but like the fact that it was Dr. Phil, right, made paying for it worth it straight away. I was just like, who what could be worth it? You know what I mean? Like, who are they going to bring on?
Yeah.
And
Well,
that was just perfect.
Both nights were amazing. Even
But
though
then that was a good follow-up.
yeah,
Matt
Shane
you
Gillis
know?
and Matt McCusker, they weren't as good as I love them, but they weren't as good as Dr. Phil.
No, but it was a good, like, you know,
Yeah.
it was a good...
And Dr.
Because you can't
Dr.
have two
Phil
nights
still
like
came
that.
out in it.
Do you know what I mean? And then he done a set. Yeah, no, it was amazing. It was all fucking amazing.
Funny enough, like the first night was Dr. Phil was amazing. The guest was amazing, but the bucket pools were shite.
Well,
But
yeah,
the
the
second
bucket
night-
pools a lot
second
of the time
night
are
bucket
shite,
pools were class.
Yeah, they were good.
But the guests obviously amazing, but just not as funny as Dr. Phil was. Like,
And then Cam repeated a joke.
did he? Yeah.
Yeah, he told that joke before. He got a load of shit for it. Like,
Sometimes it's
told that
good
joke
when the
before.
bucket pulls are shite though.
yeah.
Oh yeah, it is
Sometimes they're
amazing.
just lunatics. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
But it was hard to do, I think, in an arena because it's so big. You know what I mean?
Because
And the amount of people that
like what
signed up
happened,
as well.
like what they said the second night is like people just started booing in between the set,
Yeah, that was
and it just
so
started going
annoying.
really.
Like, yeah, because obviously what I thought is that because it's an arena and yes, it's sold out in Texas and all, people are going to see that, like the billboard or the advert, and be like, "Oh, fucking New Year's show in an arena. We're in Texas. Fuck it, let's go."
Yeah.
And they might have an idea of what Kill Tony is, but not be true Kill Tony fans. They're just there because it's a show on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So then they don't really know what way to
What's
get
gonna
on.
go
You know what I
on.
mean? So there's like fucking heckling, doing all that shit.
Yeah.
Whereas like maybe only 40% of that was maybe people that go there all the time
Yeah.
to see it in the comedy club. You know what I mean?
And do they ever kill Tony? Or?
No, that's what they're leading up to. That's the big finale at the end.
Yeah. But apparently you can't.
What the fuck
They've
was that?
tried, like,
What was it?
my phone hitting the sofa.
Fuck, that was very loud
Between-
in my even-
Hollowy.
Something?
must
It's just wood, that's why.
they hit the lead and that travelled into your microphone and I heard it.
Aye. So who do you think won that fucking battle?
No, it's fun enough.
Is it
Funny enough.
Funny enough fun?
I know you said it was close, but it was only close because of the crowd. But it
Yeah.
wasn't. Fucking. Who's the other one called again?
Rick Diaz.
He won.
Yeah, but
Definitely.
he didn't.
He did.
Because it's not based on that. It's not based
I
on how
know.
good your set is. It never is.
I know.
It's based on how much the crowd
But
makes
it's also
noise for you. It
based
doesn't
on
matter.
how you get the crowd to react. Because Tony Hinchcliffe went.
What do you mean?
He only done it twice. He only went, Rick Diaz, Hans wins. If they had went Rick Diaz, it would have been louder. If they had went
do you
Hans. This is where crowds go, you
But
know.
no, what do you mean by saying that? Like, what do you mean? He said Rick Diaz, and then and
The
then Hans.
crowd cheered for Rick Diaz.
Yeah,
And then he went Hans.
Yeah.
Crowd cheered even louder.
yeah. Had he said, if you were saying,
If he had said Rick
Hans
Diaz
first?
no. If he had said Rick Diaz again, they would have cheered even louder. If
Aye,
he
but
had
you
said
know,
Hans
but
again, they would have
okay.
cheered. Because he,
yeah, but
'cause he
that's not
said,
fair. So, like, that's
That's
the
what I'm saying.
rules always. You got to go one time. You can say the name once, reaction, second time, reaction.
bigger reaction. But
That's
that's
it,
crowds
you
for
know
you.
what I mean?
But that's crowds. That's the way it always happens in those battle of bands, everything. It's always, especially if it's close.
If you watch some of those Kill Tonys, though, where they do that.
Yeah, but
remember, like-
especially if it's close, which it wasn't.
I
That, it was
suppose.
close.
It was
But
close. It fucking was close.
Well, here's
it
the
was
thing.
pretty close.
Here's
it
the
was
thing.
close, like.
Rick Diaz's jokes are better. Hans Kim's more popular.
Yeah.
So it's sort of like
Yeah.
that's
100%,
where the fucking,
100%,
you know what I mean?
100%,
I like Hans Kim's more.
100%.
I do.
But he did win, even if Rick Diaz's jokes were better, and regardless of the rules of subconscious crowds or whatever it is,
Yeah.
the rule is you get a louder pop,
Yeah.
whether that's first or second, whatever, you win.
Yeah.
So I think based on that, he won, even though it was close, you know?
Yeah, I do get what you're saying there. The second does hold a wee bit of an advantage.
They
in
always
that
do.
sense, you know,
Yeah.
definitely.
They always do. Like if no one knows, right? Because we were at a battle of bands before,
But then-
and you remember I went ape
Unless
shit.
it is two very well known comedians within the
Yeah, but we were at a battle of bands before, right? And we went
blah,
on
blah, blah.
first. We went on first, and when they cheer your name first, it's not going to be as loud as the last, unless you've got like 50 of your friends there or something.
when
You know
we
what I
were
mean?
in Battle of the Bands.
Yeah. And they cheered our name, and they went, yeah. Cheered next name, yeah. Cheered next name, yeah. You know, just tried to outdo each cheer because no one was there that
I can't
cared.
remember, like.
But there
Yeah.
was a point where like people were shouting for us a wee bit as well. Like, you know,
Get them off!
Our dad, get them off shit, and then our dad, whoa, he tried to cheer even louder each time.
were we first on?
Yeah, we were
Yeah,
first, and I
first
went
on.
fucking nuts.
So funny, like.
What do you mean you went off?
Because when you're on first at
We
Battle
have.
of Bands and
gives a
no
fuck?
one knows you, and you don't have a chance, you just don't have a chance.
I didn't give a fuck anyway. Like,
No, it doesn't matter looking back, like, but
No.
no.
I sort of did more than I obviously would now, but because
Yeah, of
only
course, yeah,
because
of course.
back then I really wanted. I thought I found something I wanted to make work, you know.
Yeah.
And, hey, how do I-
Shit happens.
But find another thing.
I'm Batman. Talking shit.
Yeah.
Yep.
I really want to make this work.
I'm Batman.
Now that you said that, I'm talking about.
Oh!
Yeah.
I got a wee knee touch, boys.
What else we got? Oh, I got up in here.
What's going on?
What's the deal with Erling?
I suppose there's zombie knives and Apple Vision Pros, like, but who gives a
Right.
fuck?
Did you
Apple
seriously
Vision
write that down?
Pros?
Yeah, it did, man.
Zombie knives and Apple Vision Pros?
Well, either or. They're not
Zombie
connected at all.
knives.
People running about with zombie knives and shit.
Well, yeah.
I see. Yeah, I heard a story about. It was like a fucking right. There was a guy, a father and a son, just going to get a KFC and
Dirty bastard.
Deserved whatever they
pulled
got.
up
Yeah.
in the car.
Black
He,
lad.
the,
It was a joke.
the father went and got a KFC, came out, get into the car with his son, and all of a sudden the car's fucking. Another car rams into them, big Jeep, and.
Well, Big Jeep, what's crack? How you been, mate? Well, Big Jeep, how you keeping? Funny to run into you.
happening, Big Jeep?
He's
You
Christ.
fucking ran into me.
Yeah, these
Big
days,
Jeep,
like,
Well, Big Jeep. Good,
coming
good to
from
run
my
into you,
I
mate.
haven't seen Big Jeep no way.
Drugs.
Big Jeep ran into them.
Oh,
Right.
Fuck me.
Not actually funny. It's not a funny situation, guys. Because hey,
Big Jeep
Something
dead on.
bad happened.
Fuck.
A,
He
they
did
died,
nothing wrong.
and B, they
They're-
didn't get to eat their KFC.
Oh, that's the worst
no,
part.
so what happened was then I think like the dad fucking get out of his car and run,
Left the kid.
because they were chasing him or something,
Left the KFC.
and then get back into the car or something. Made sure that his kid ran away or something, you know. But
What do you mean ran away? Was the Jeep like...
He's usually signed too.
I don't really
Big Jeep.
know.
Did the Jeep run them on purpose? Or
Yes.
Yeah.
Right,
that,
okay.
like fucking a
He's talking
gang
about
of,
knives.
A gang of members with fucking zombie knives and machetes. came
yeah.
out
What do you
to
mean
attack
zombie
him.
knives? What's a
So
zombie
a
knife?
zombie knife is
Pretty
like
much a sword.
A machete?
it's like
Like a
Illegal
machete.
so you
knife or
can
something?
it's not so it's like anything with a serrated edge and over a certain length. So
Is
it's
this a
like
thing?
those- yeah, so it's like
What?
these big fucking
Why a zombie knife?
combat knives, right? They're called zombie knives because you're allowed to have a big fucking combat knife, right? In your house,
Right.
completely legal. You know those fucking mad looking things.
In America.
But here too, UK. But if there's writing on that knife that says like, you know, kill, fucking die, because you can buy a lot of them that say all that, then it's a zombie knife, then it's illegal, then it can be took off you. Do you know what I mean? Then
Why would
it's
your knife say that?
Because people have those knives that have all that writing on it
die,
and all,
what the
that have like, you know,
But why?
fucking whatever.
Why does that matter?
It doesn't. It's a stupid law, but it's just a law. So, like, if the
Yeah.
police raid a house and there's like 20 machetes and like knuckle duster fucking knives with serrated edges with like 20-inch blades and all, can't do nothing
And one
about
of them
it.
says die.
So
Yeah,
like
then-
the,
then
the
you're
dad,
fucked, yeah.
the dad did end up getting back into the car and driving away, or I think getting into their Jeep or something and trying to fucking like get away or something.
Mm-hmm.
But they
Try to get into
another
Jeep suit of
run him,
No
run
dice.
him off the road, and yeah, the son got away. He ran away from it, like got away. But the father, he got fucking stabbed to death. Like
Fuck.
by them.
So, did they not get their KFC?
No,
No,
KFC, no bucket,
bastard.
no bucket of wings.
No bucket list.
That's sad.
That is sad. Sorry.
It's fucking horrible. Yeah, it's really horrible.
What about zombie knives and Apple Vision Pro though?
Not related in the slightest.
There you
You know what I mean? Just two different things that are stupid.
go. Right?
That's it.
Oh right, right. I get you. Yeah, Apple
Okay.
Vision Pro on the Apple Vision Pro then.
Yeah.
Don't know about it. Looks stupid. Looks
Does.
too dear for anything to.
What is it?
It's
So it's like that
VR sort of thing, but like
integrated
$2
VR.
grand. It's $2,000 or something.
And like you can actually literally get like
Right.
so it's like the full immersion of it is like your eyes and then this thing that comes around your jaw and under your mouth that you can like
There's
breathe
something that goes down
onto.
into your dick.
No.
No.
And then you know you're completely immersed into integrated reality. So like you can just see all here, like your
Yeah.
room and all, but have fucking, you know, like TVs up and
1 2 1 2.
TV's up and fucking windows open and emails and texts and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
You know, people
So
are
like-
actually just now walking around all day with it on. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Because you can just do whatever. So it's just people sitting with big fucking VR sets all over them. And
Too dear.
Normal life.
It's mostly for people that are like reviewing the thing at the minute. I don't think many people are buying them, like unless you're fucking rich and you don't
You're
give a
rich.
fuck.
Have you seen
Maybe-
them?
Those are kind of cool.
Office
Like, those look really cool.
Screen
You know,
looks
like,
okay.
building shit with your hands, like that's
I know.
It looks fun, but not for $2,000.
no,
Fuck
not for
that.
$2,000 no.
Well, if I had
But hey, I
millions
had
of pounds, I'd buy one. Like,
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
So
There's people selling them fucking windows. You know, like a fake window. It's like a screen.
Just like nothing there. It's fucking. There's your window.
Window,
up. There's your window up, love. Fall out.
So it's like, you know, the fucking Total Recall scene where
I'm so lost.
he's got like a big fucking screen and it looks like fucking.
Oh yes,
all
yes, yes.
futuristic,
Oh, like
you know?
those
To look
glass
out.
TVs.
That looks
you can
like you're
buy.
looking out a window.
You know, like those sky
to
glass
anything.
TVs, where it's just like
Yeah.
a slab of glass when you turn it off. It's just like a slab of clearness. Then you turn on your TV and it's TV.
That's pretty cool.
But when it's on the wall, it's just clear.
But if
Is that what
it's-
you're talking
it's
about?
No, I'm
see-through
talking about literally what you see in Total Recall.
It's just a screen, but it looks like you're looking outside.
Yeah.
Does it?
Why do
does
you
it,
want that though? Like, why?
Well, why not?
Fuck.
But does it look like you're looking outside because it tracks your movement and like it looks like you're looking around a corner and all like that, or does it stay a still image? Because that wouldn't work. Wouldn't look like
I don't know.
wouldn't look like outside then, because outside moves with you. You know what I mean?
Or does it?
Maybe it you move it. No.
Yeah, it does.
You move with it.
Or
I'd
does
say
it
so.
move with you?
Is it a
Or
ham
is
and cheese
nothing
sandwich?
actually moving and we're all living
What
in the
about this?
side of the mind of a turtle?
Yeah, like right. There's no such thing as a past or future. How about this? Right, everything that ever happened or ever will happen is happening right now.
Well,
We never ever. There was never a past. There was never a future. We just exist in right now, and that's it. You know, and things have always existed right now.
Things just
Do we even
revolve
exist?
around you.
do we even exist?
Do we even exist?
Yeah.
Like, that's like, imagine you give like Sims,
do I exist?
right?
That
All
doesn't
the
mean I
characters
exist.
in Sims,
Yeah.
AI, you know, conscious AI, and then they created a game of Sims inside their world because they're not going to know they're a computer game. You know what I mean?
Would they not though?
No, I don't think so.
I
Because
don't
they would
know.
just accept the reality as reality, like we accept ours.
I know, but
It's like a frog in a
So they
well.
wouldn't be like, oh, this is a computer game made by people that look exactly like
But-
us, but they're real and we're not, and blah blah blah. All the intricate
but
shit
if they're
about it.
smart enough to,
Because
if they're smart enough,
we're not smart enough to figure it out yet.
No, but if they're like, this is just a game, right?
Yeah. Well, it's not just a game.
Shut up,
'cause
right?
This is just a game.
pretend
You
it's
shut
not.
up.
Pretend it's not right. Pretend
Pretend
this is real life, right?
This
yeah.
or Sims.
No, this. Pretend this isn't a simulation, right? Because it's not. But just fuck up for a second, right?
I'm
So
confused.
these are just ones and zeros in a game, right?
Who?
If the Sims, right?
Oh, the Sims
Sims.
now.
The Simpsons. The Sims. So if they're smart enough to build a game in their world,
Yeah.
they should be smart enough to know that they are a game.
Why? We're
Why not?
smart enough to build games, and we're not smart enough to know that we're a game yet.
Exactly.
Yeah, we're not a game.
How do
We
you know?
are a game.
Exactly.
We are a game.
Well, exactly. You know what I
Pretty
mean?
much are.
Do you know what I
again,
mean?
like-
So like, it would just be that question of, yes, they could be like, what are we? Why are we here? But it'd be the same questions as us.
Wouldn't be,
And they would
because it
just
might be
accept
just
their
like.
reality as their reality, the way we accept ours.
But they might not. They
Do you know what I
might
mean?
just go. They might go AI. Right. I'm smart enough to be like, why am I moving like this? Why is there a star above my head? Why this? Why that? Why that? Mathematically,
Nope.
all these things correlate to I'm a game.
No. But that's the same as, but there still would be no answer to that. So it's the same as us saying that all the things that happen to us based around our view of reality and how the brain works and all that
They
shit, that
can't-
this
Yeah.
could be
they
a game.
can't view
It's the same
they
like
can't view
thought,
outside of
you
it.
know?
They can't view outside.
because I believe
their
this is
dimen- their
a simulation. You know?
But
You can't
eventually-
prove it. You can't
Power.
unprove it.
They,
Maybe
haven't
they
got
could
the
do-
power
they
to
could
look
do either.
outside the computer screen. You know, they haven't got the power to. You know.
I mean, they couldn't prove either way that they are or they aren't. It would
You
just be
believe
a
this
thought.
is a simulation?
Yeah,
Do you believe that now?
pretty much. Well, like in a sense, it
in a
is.
sense, even
Like
if-
it's not
even
like
if
again,
it's not
it
in the
doesn't
real
have to be that
sense of
literal.
simulation. It pretty much is in.
Yeah, it doesn't
in
have to
the-
be so literal that there's a computer and a program. That's too literal
It is
sense
a
of everything, you
program
know.
in a
But it
sense, you know.
is
You
a
wouldn't really
fucking
call it a
program, even
simulation,
if
would
it's
you?
in the
Really,
yeah.
you'd call it like
You know, it's an
100%
a sheltered experience of existence that is specified to a certain gauge of reality, and there's another reality existing outside that does other shit. You know, so in a nutshell, this is pretty much a simulation of somebody else's thought or something else's thought. You know,
Why though?
why not? You know?
Yeah, why not?
Why
You
not?
could say that. You can
Because it's the
circular
same,
definition
it's the
all day
same-
long.
No,
like, but-
because it's the same as like saying, why create The Sims then as well? You know, why do any of these things? Why even have
'Cause
the
it's
thought
fun.
of why we're here, what's
Creating The
going
Sims is
on,
fun,
and
though.
whatever else? You know,
that's just fun for us. That's like creating a video game.
it's
We play
fun thinking about why you're here too.
Well, no, it's
but
fun
you can't
thinking.
disprove it or prove it any of the ways that you know that
Well, yeah.
have some form of
Yeah.
theoretical evidence.
Okay,
you know?
but you could just say anything then. We're the cum of a giant
Okay,
that
yeah,
just,
but- okay.
just splatted on a wall
That's
and
fine.
created a
Yeah, but
universe.
that's fine. But why do that? Because there's no evidence to point towards that. But
Why
there
do the other
is.
thing, then?
But there is a lot of evidence to point towards the simulation theory.
Only
There is a
because
lot of
people-
it.
only
evidence
because
for
people
that,
have
yeah.
sat down and worked it out.
Yeah, but
I
I'm
could sit
pretty
down
sure-
and work out
But
cum
you probably
giants.
couldn't. You know, you probably couldn't. You could maybe have an idea and then work that theory into whatever. But there is a lot of logical evidence
Okay, give me one.
from people a lot smarter than me. Okay.
Give me one.
Okay, instead of me butchering it, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
There's
give me-
so many. It's
give me
like
one.
it's nearly accepted
The
as
Mandela
mainstream
effect, for
science
one.
at this
Yeah.
point. You know what I mean?
The only thing about ones and
So
zeros
let's see.
and being simulation that I can sort of get behind
Let's
is,
go.
I suppose, atoms, electrons, and protons kind of are like ones and zeros.
Yeah.
You know, so everything we're made up is a negative and a positive, which could be if you put it down to ones and zeros, binary could be just
The whole universe is mathematics. Yeah.
is just negatives and positives, which could be ones and zeros, writing code the whole way through the universe. I get that.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, but,
but
but
there's
that's
lots
again
of-
too literal of that, you know? Like, so it's even just another version of the creation story, right? So again, the creation story in the Bible, I wouldn't take that literally, but I kind of do believe aspects of it, you know? And the thought of us or our world or our reality being created by something higher than us, in my opinion, makes that, because we're conscious, makes that a version of simulated reality, you know? It's not the
Yeah.
true reality that would be raw and unprocessed. It's been processed, it's been specified for us to view and live in and not be able to prove or see past that.
So this
which
theory
makes that a
relies
simulation,
on
you know?
that it was created by someone. This whole thing.
Something, yeah, it has to be
Something
created. Yeah,
created
it has
us.
to be created. Yeah.
Or-
You know
But
what
I don't know
It's
if
a
I
creation
necessarily
theory.
believe that.
You know what I mean? You don't have to.
Yeah, and even if still nothing created it, you know, there's still a theory in there without the creation of it. You know that it just, you know, it just was and it is that way. You know.
Yeah.
But it is that's becoming quite a mainstream part of science, the simulation theory that we are created in a specified part of reality to view it in a certain way that has been manipulated by something. And again, that something doesn't actually have to be like a fucking person or a man, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It can be anything that is conscious, and like realistically everything's conscious. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Everything
Yeah.
is conscious in a sense.
conscious of
It just is, you know. So whatever was responsible for this version of specified reality is the creator of this simulation, you know.
Okay. Well,
They are not.
completed it, mate. Final thoughts. Final thoughts.
I suppose that was the final thought.
Nah.
I'll give you a final thought. I'll give you a final thought.
That's some final thought, all right. Jesus,
Oh, Jesus.
makes me think now.
That makes me think. What the fuck you doing?
I'm
I don't want
starving.
that final thought.
Starving.
Yeah, let's
Fucking starving, my boys.
Betcha.
I'm starving, my boys.
Anyway,
10. Jesus Christ.
I'll leave it with this. Your man Sam Mendes, he directed 1917. A couple other things I can't remember at the minute, but he's making a Beatles universe.
Beatles war
sort
movie?
of 4 movies
Yeah.
based on each Beatle. So
Fuck, that's
John, Paul, George, Ringo. He's making 4 movies. I don't know what way he's going to do it, but they're all going to interlock and intertwine, and that could be
That's
sweet.
fucking
Like,
awesome. Jesus Christ.
So-
Interlocked.
I was thinking like the best way you could do that is like 4 different stages of the Beatles
Career.
career. So like
Yeah,
the start, so maybe
'cause they're all present in each
yeah,
story.
let's
then,
just
I
say
suppose,
For
The
instance,
start is from Ringo's perspective. The
maybe
start, or
who knows?
whatever is
Whatever.
from another perspective.
Let's say it's Paul's because Ringo wasn't in the Beatles at the start.
Yeah.
So let's say,
You may not even go that far back.
yeah. But they might
Maybe
go back to
start
the,
as, like, you know,
the
the-
Quarrymen.
Maybe.
You know,
Yeah.
so Paul and George, like, say the first move's about Paul, and it's all about them being, you know, going to Hamburg and all and doing all that
They're,
shit.
they're most definitely going to end on John, look, I'm sure.
Who knows?
Who knows?
Doesn't matter.
Who knows? Because they both die, so they could die, and then the story carries on with either
Don't know.
of the other Beatle.
Don't know.
You know what I mean? Like Paul, because he is
Well,
realistically most famous.
Yeah.
He's even more famous than John now because like
Maybe, I
Paul's
don't know, like-
very
I don't
not
think he's
very
more
relevant,
famous,
but he's
like.
very relevant in England. Fucking right,
he?
he is. Yeah, Jesus.
But
I don't
John
know
Lennon,
about America, but
as I'm
Jesus
saying,
Christ,
John
he's
Lennon
royalty.
around the world is
You know what
the
I mean?
most famous, I'd say. But
That's why I
that'll
think
be
the would
interesting.
end on that,
Be
you know
very
what I mean?
interesting, like to
Yeah, it'd be cool to see
see,
that.
like.
That would be
I
sweet.
see it. Would I
We
see
like to see
it?
it.
Yeah,
And
like to see
on
it.
that note, love yous, leave yous. With a Patreon, we might come
might
and
come, yeah.
fill up shit and see who has the most come.
And what do you get if you win?
Everybody else has come.
No. The loser has to
Mixed in.
do a shot
Of everyone's cum.
someone's cum.
No,
Just someone's.
no.
And it's going to
That's
be
borderline.
It's going to be mixed. Borderline. No, that's disgusting.
Borderline,
Right.
we're
Fuck
going to
is-
jail.
I'm getting out of here.
Right.
Fuck is
Night.
the fuck.
Bye-bye.
Cunts. Fucking the fuck.
To leave the fucking cocksucking cheese where it is.
This magic moment.